Hey friends, Mr. Gates asked me to make a quick video to show y'all step by step how to use Kami to view worksheets and PDFs and stuff like that. If you have a PDF, and a PDF is like a document that you already have printed out on paper that you want the kids to use. Well, a lot of us have those saved on our computer already. If you don't, you need a scanner or a scanner app on your phone. And you will have to scan that in the computer to get it onto your computer in PDF form. If you need help doing that, I'll be happy to show you. I even have a scanner we can use. I'll try to remember to bring it tomorrow. And I'm happy to help you do that when I have time. I have my plan period is at the end of the day, so just hit me up after like 2. All right, so I'm sorry, I've been wearing a mask all day and I'm itching. There's no kids in here. I'm not wearing a mask, but I'm the only one in here. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do, besides get your PDF on the computer, that's a whole different tutorial. The first thing you have to do is to set up a Kami account. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to kamiapp.com, okay, and hit enter. All right, I've already got one, so it's not going to let me sign in. What you'll do is you're going to click create an account. You're going to tell them you're a K-12 teacher at Blue Mountain School. You're going to sign in with Google. I cannot express this enough. Sign in with Google. Sign in with Google. That way, it links to your teacher account and you do not have to remember another password. And it's going to link to your Google Drive and all that stuff, okay? Sign in with Google. And then you'll be eventually directed to this screen. Okay. This is where we're going to get our stuff. We're pulling up our worksheet, okay? So it's either going to be on your computer or you've either saved it to your Google Drive. I work pretty exclusively with Google Drive, so I'm going to open mine from Google Drive, but you can open it from your computer too, wherever it's saved. Okay, let's see. Let me use the PDF I've already got. Okay, let me do the story of an hour. Okay, so this is an example of a PDF that I used to give them that was a story with like a bunch of activities attached to it. So it kind of gives you a good idea of what some types of things they can do with Kami is. All right, so I've pulled it up. First things first, I'm going to go over here to save. I'm going to make sure that it's saved in my drive. So click, if you want to, save now. So make sure it's in there in your Kami drive too. It's in your Google Drive, but we just want to make sure. Okay. It'll save it in a folder called Kami too, but whatever. All right. So I've got my story pulled up here. Say that we're reading this in class and I want the students to mark it up, like annotate it. So what I would have them do, sometimes they can annotate some things on the state test a little bit. All right. So they can use a highlighter. They can use the text highlighter or the box highlighter, which you can play with them and see what they do. But I'm just going to have them do the text highlighter. And let's make it yellow. Look at all the colors you can use. Isn't that neat? Okay, don't let them use black. That would not be good. Okay, so say that I want them to highlight something or tell them, highlight 3 examples of irony, whatever. Okay, they've done that. That's how you highlight. That's literally all you do is select the text and it highlights it. If you don't like it, you can click on it and delete it. Okay, you can also put a comment on it, whatever you want to do. All right, so we highlighted. Say that I want them to write what it's an example of. Okay. Let's see. Or just who it's about, whatever. All right, so we're gonna hit text box, click next to it. It's actually got to stay on there. Okay. I don't know why it was doing that. I'm sorry. Whatever. Okay. Whatever you want to in the box, and it will stay there. And you can change the size of the font. You can change the color. You can tell them to do it in red. Whatever you do. Do your thing. Okay, so then you might also want to write more and not have it junk up your story. So this would be where I would use a text comment, like the comment feature, and you just click next to what you, click next to and it'll throw it out here on the side, kind of like Google Docs does when you comment on it. And you can type whatever. You can type whatever. If you want to pay for Kami, I just use the free version. It'll do a voice typing. It'll do text to speech. I don't find it worth it to pay for it, but because I pay for other stuff. So, like this cool little app that I'm using to make a video called Screencastify. Okay, so you can type whatever in that. Say that you want to not use any of this because it's garbage. You can delete it, right? Look, you can delete anything that we have just done. You can change your highlight color if you want to. You can just get rid of it altogether by deleting, whatever. Okay, that's how you annotate. Okay, say that it's time for them to do the worksheet. All right, so you'll have model for them how to do all this stuff. So this, you're just filling in so they can use a text box and they can type whatever and they can say the reasons over here, blah, blah, blah. They're just clicking and typing. It's super easy. The little bitty kids can do this. Here's a reader response. Again, we use a text box here and here. They can use a text box on the discussion questions. If it's longer than what they have room for, they can use comment, whatever you want them to do. Vocabulary, you can have them type anywhere on this document, okay? Vocabulary, same thing. Anything on here, they can do. If they can write on it, they can type on it. Okay, so say that they're done with, say that, that's just how you use Kami. But let's talk about how we're going to get this to the students without writing a link up on the board and having them type it in. You can't do any of that, right? We're supposed to be using Canvas for all that fun stuff. P.S. If you need help with Canvas, holler at me. This is my 4th year to use it in the classroom, and I absolutely love it. All right, so hopefully by now you've got some modules set up where you can add assignments that the children can see. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your module, and you're going to click on the Add button, and you're going to add there's 2 ways. If it's something you want to grade, click assignment. If it's something you just want them to do for whatever reason and you're not going to grade it, you can click external URL. And what you'll do is you'll go over to your PDF up here at the top. And you're going to go to this little cute share button. And we're going to say that anybody with the link can view it. Not edit it, view it. Okay, this will force them to make their own copy so they're not typing on your copy. Okay, if Canvas was doing what it was supposed to with this app, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's Canvas. I've emailed Kami to see if it's on their end, but it should be where we can easily do this from Canvas. But this is kind of the backdoor way to do it, and it's fine. It works. I promise. I've been doing it for years. All right, so you're going to click anyone with the link can view, and you're going to copy. Okay. Now, if remember, Control-C will also copy. Let's see. You're going to go back over here, and you're going to paste. Control-V will paste, or you can just click paste if you got a mouse or know how to use one of these mouse pads really good. I don't. So, okay. So you'll type in what's the story of an hour, whatever it is, whatever the name of your PD your works, you can call it math worksheet, whatever it is. So you'll type the name there. I always click load in new tab so that it doesn't take them out of Canvas totally, so that they have a button up there to go back to, so they're not like, I don't remember how to get back to Canvas. It'll be up there. All right, so I click add item. Now this is just if you want them to see it. You'll have to move it where you want it to go. So say I do mine by day. So I'm going to say I want them to do it on Tuesday. And this is just like a handout. This is what I would call a handout, okay? Click it green and they can see it, all right? And if you do that, when they click on this link, it's going to take them to that, and you click on that, and it takes them to Kami, and when our internet today has been slow, there she is. And tell them to go up here to save and make a copy. Okay, tell them to make a copy. All right, now if you want them to, if you're going to actually grade it, here's what I would do, okay? You might do both. You might want them to read it one day and do an assignment on it the next day, whatever. But this is how you would do that. So you're going to go back to your modules, not home. Sorry, go back to your modules. I do mine by week. I find it much easier. You're going to click on the add button again. And when it decides to do its thing, it's going. Okay. All right, you can click on the add button. And you're going to say new assignment. You can click on assignment, new assignment. I'm going to call it story of an hour. And then I'm going to click add item. Then okay, I'm sorry. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to then scroll down here and find here's our assignment. We're going to move it where we want it to go. Say that I'm going to go on Tuesday here. Okay. Now, I'm going to click on it, and this is how we add content to an assignment, which y'all probably already know, but I'm going to show you how to do it from an assignment if you want to. All right, so you're going to click Edit, and this is where you put the instructions. Click on the link, save the PDF, do the whatever you want them to do. Click Instructions, go here. And then you will also, we have already copied this link, so it would be the same process. So you can paste it from there, hit enter so that it hyperlinks, and they can just click on it from there. I'm going to set my points at 100 just because that's how I roll. I'm going to make that a minor thing. And okay, here's the important part. On submission type, if you want to grade what they did, you're going to have to click online, and it's going to give you a menu of options. You're going to click website URL, okay? And this will work with anything that has the ability to be turned in as a URL. Like Google Sheets and Docs and all that fun stuff. You can put a date on it if you want to, whatever. All right, save and publish. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend to be a student. And I do this a lot so that I see what they see because our screen looks different than theirs. So I'm going to click on Student View. You can go to Home and click Student View. And I'm going to see what we're doing this week. Okay. Well, I've got a URL I can look at, or I can go down here to this assignment that I hadn't done. Okay. So here's the thing. I can click on this, and it will take me to Kami, and I can do my assignment. When I'm ready to turn it in, I'll do all the work on Kami. I'll click and do all my stuff on Kami. But when I'm ready to turn it in, what I'm going to do is click Submit Assignment on Canvas. And you scroll down, and it says Website URL, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to click, you're going to go back to Kami. The student is. Little Johnny is going to go to Kami, and he's going to click Share Document, just like we did. Anyone with the link, and he's going to copy what he did, and he's going to go back over here and paste, okay? And then he's going to submit it. Now, it's going to tell him over here in the blue that he did it, that if it's green, it means he did it right, and if he needs to resubmit it, he can, but he shouldn't need to because this app is very much like Google Docs in that it changes, it automatically saves changes, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so you're going to go back to Home. I'm going to leave Student View and show you how to grade it, okay? So you're a teacher, and the children have turned in their worksheets, and it's going to show you that everybody turned it in. And what you'll be able to do is click on the assignment that you want to grade. It'll actually show it to you over here on the side, but anyway, when it's all the kids doing it. All right, that ain't what I'm trying to do. My bad. Hang on. What are we doing? Story of an hour? Nope, no. All right, here we go. Story of an hour. That's the assignment. I'm sorry. I got so much going on this thing. Okay. Up here in the corner on the right-hand side, it'll say speed grader. This is life-changing. I love this. Okay. You can add a rubric to it. That's a whole nother tutorial I'll show you if you want me to. Just come find me. You can do whatever you want to do. You can add comments over here and tell them why they got stuff wrong. If they add you as an editor, you can make comments on it in the document. But what you can do is ignore this. It just screenshots what it looks like when they turn it in, but you don't have to worry about that. What you'll do is click on the link, okay? And it's going to take you to the student's version of their assignment. And they are going to have written on it, and it's going to be lovely and wonderful and correct. If it's not, then that's where you can take points off. But you'll be able to see everything they did or did not do. And you can put a little grade on it here. And then it'll save it. See when it does a check mark, it saved the grade. And you can just go on to the next student. If they've turned it in, it'll show up here. And the grade, look at here, will show up in the grade book. And wherever it is, major, minor, whatever. Whatever you set it for in the assignments. So I think that's pretty cool. For me, it's a much faster way to grade student work. This is how I do everything. I've done Canvas, like I said, 4 years now. So I feel pretty confident using it. If you need any help, I've used Kami for just as long, and I've yet to find a better way to do PDFs if I want to use them, or a worksheet if I still want to use it. What I will do is try to find a way to make it into a quiz on Canvas if I can, so that I don't have so much to look at, because it'll grade it for you if you do that. But if it's not something that's multiple choice and you really want them to be right and thinking, it's a good way to do it, especially for like little kid work. If you still want them to have the worksheet, they can still have it. So anyway, that's how you do it. If y'all need any help, I'm here. Usually after 2, I will be able to help you. Send me an email. You can text me. You can call me. There's whatever you've got that you need to get on the Canvas, I can figure out how to get it on there. I promise. I've taken binders and binders and binders and years worth of material and put it on Canvas, and I have every bit of it still. Next year, you won't be working nearly as hard, I promise. But if y'all need help with anything, just holler at me, and good luck.